Well, hello there. I'm Dr. Cheryl Fraser, and thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel. There are so many of you, thousands of people have found these videos and subscribed to them because you love the weekly videos on what to do about love, sex, and relationship, how to create what maybe you've lost, maybe you never even had with your sweetheart, how to be hotter, happier, more in love, and how to tackle the real life, real difficult issues that happen to all of us in long-term love. So I'm Dr. Cheryl Fraser. By training, I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm a sex therapist. I'm an author of the book Buddha's Bedroom, which is where I combine marriage and couples therapy techniques, sex therapy techniques, and Buddhist techniques about taking full responsibility for your own mind and emotions and thinking differently about your life and your partner. I've also had the distinct pleasure of being asked to teach for some of the greats in the world, including Tony Robbins, who flew me to Hawaii to teach at his Platinum Love and Sex 5-day event as a feature speaker there and workshop leader. And also Jack Canfield of Chicken Soup for the Soul, who had me on as the featured love and sex expert in one of his major coaching groups, and then gave me an incredible testimonial about how my work and my book and the work I'm going to talk about on these live Q&As all month long with you helped him and his wife Inga improve their intimacy, make love more often, and address some things in an already great relationship to make it better. Why am I here live? Because twice a year, I like to engage with you all live and answer your questions. So send me your questions. You can email me. We'll pop that below. It's Cheryl at drcherylfraser.com. You can send me a DM, but send me your questions. Or don't worry, because someone else has the same problem as you, and I'll be answering those questions all month long. I'll pop in here live on Fridays, probably a few more times, because I really love to help couples. As you can tell, I put a lot of money, a lot of effort, and a lot of heart into the videos, into my podcast, into the ways I try to share anything I can with couples just like you and just like me that are in a longer term relationship. Now, I may blow your mind a little bit, but when I say long-term relationship, I mean you've been together more than about 18 months. What? Yep. If you've been together a couple years, you're in a long-term relationship. And the sexuality, the sizzle, the connection, the kindness, telling each other you're special, saying, hey, that's a really nice new blouse, honey. And you saying, oh, thanks, baby. That tends to wane for almost all of us. The majority of my work is helping couples reignite or learn for the first time great communication, great passion, and great fun. Helping couples, as I like to say, fall in love all over again with the one you're already with. So, all right, today's question, Dr. Cheryl, am I with the right person? How many times have you wondered that yourself? Even if you're in a very committed relationship and you don't plan to go anywhere, you don't plan to have an affair, you don't plan to leave. You've got the house, the kids, the life, or those things are in your future, or they're well behind you. You've got the grandkids and the retirement. But I asked this to a group of couples I was working with in my online program 6 months ago. And we happened to be able to see each other in that particular call. And about 90% of the hands went up when people were getting real honest and saying, yeah, sometimes I think about leaving. Sometimes I think I'm with the wrong person. Sometimes I think I should quit my relationship. So I'm going to blow your mind now, and it's probably going to depress everybody watching. Yes, you're with the wrong person. ... If you expect them to make you happy all the time. What do I mean by that? Well, basically just what I said. Unfortunately, even though we're big-ass grown-ups, we tend to act as though it's our partner's responsibility to make us feel good by complimenting us, by seducing us, by being what we want them to be, by remembering to get the cat food, by treating us romantically, planning a date, surprising us. A lot of things we were great at when we were dating, right? Early relationship, we are subsumed with hormones, with craziness, with chemistry, with delight, with joy, with horniness. And it's often really easy to fall in love and to make each other feel super special. You used to wear pretty underwear. You used to plan your week around getting together. The question I'm tackling today is, am I with the right person? My answer is no, if you expect them to make you happy all the time. You can trade the one in you've been with, get a new one. You'll probably be pretty excited, horny, and happy for 6 to 18 months. Then it too will turn into real life, and you'll need to work with what you've got. That may sound depressing. It's actually super freaking inspiring, because let me use an analogy. I didn't ever consider myself much of a cook. Didn't really know much about cooking. Wasn't so good at it. I went on a 4-month meditation retreat in 2010, I think. And for that particular meditation retreat, I was sharing a house with another woman. And we were in silence. We were meditating. We didn't interact. But we agreed on a cooking scheme where I would cook 2 lunches like 2 days, and she'd cook 2 days, and we'd make that our main meal, beautiful meal. Because I was cooking for someone else and because I had a lot of time, I really got into trying to make beautiful meals for she and I. And I found out something you all probably already know, but I didn't. If you get a good cookbook and a good recipe, and make sure you order all the ingredients. Someone shopped for us once a week because we were in deep retreat. We weren't going to stores or anything. We were completely off grid. I would just order all the ingredients I needed for certain recipes. And if you've got the recipes and you've got someone wiser than you telling you what to do based on things that have been tried and tested and true, you can create beautiful meals, right? Love and relationship, marriage, connection. By the way, married, common law, committed, living apart but loving together, gay, straight, trans, whatever your way you love, who you are, who you love. I welcome and adore all of us. So relationship, if you're attempting to be in a committed relationship with another person, these teachings apply to you. If you get the right ingredients, the right recipe, the right tools, and you make the effort and the time, and if you fail or do it incorrectly or skip a step and it doesn't come out so well, you try again. All of us, very few of us will, but all of us can create a passionate, deep relationship. It's really rare. I love and will always keep it real. How many people do you know in your circle of friends, of family, et cetera, that are in a romantic relationship, that have been together more than a couple of years, that seem to be, madly in love, that are goo-goo eyes over each other, treat each other with joy, with respect, with kindness, who, the touches, the looks, the stolen kisses, you can see the electricity between them. They're just really happy. And how many can you think of right now? Most of us can think of maybe one or two or zero longer term couples that have that fire. If we've got a friend who's in a new crazy relationship, we go, oh man, I remember that. I wish we still had that. Very, very few couples do. I'm basing this on sex therapy and marriage therapy and tons of research. This isn't just something I'm making up because I think I'm an expert or some nonsense. Be careful who you take your love advice from. Your best friend sometimes isn't the best place either. The point I'm making, partly tongue in cheek with that last comment, is keeping the connection, the passion, and the love alive is not easy, and it doesn't come naturally. Weirdly, you'd think that would be a natural thing. I love this person. We've created a life together. I don't want to leave them. I'm not all that happy. Today's question, am I with the wrong person? The answer is yes, if you expect them to make you happy all the time. What would happen if right now, and for this weekend, you're seeing this on a Friday if you're watching me live, if you're watching me later, hello, I missed you. You can join me every Friday in October live at around 9:30. I'll jump in here and teach and answer your questions. This weekend, what would happen if you shifted your point of view for just one weekend as an experiment, and the question didn't become, am I with the right person? But the question became, how can I be an amazing partner to my partner? Ooh. What would happen if you made a point to make sure you showed them how much you appreciate them several times this weekend? What would happen if you ditched your whatever you've got planned and did something special that they would love and surprise them? What would happen if you said, I know you're tired, babe. I know it's been a while since we've made love. Let's have a shower and soap each other up and spend the next hour exploring each other's bodies. Because if you're like most people and you're in a long-term relationship, your sex life, your sexual desire is way down. Did you know that more than a third of longer-term couples, based on the latest research, aren't having sex at all? And a lot of you watching now know you're normal. You're not uniquely broken. And what I want to say is, with the right steps, and no, it's not easy. And frankly, most of the people watching this aren't going to take the steps. Most of the people watching something on how to cook on a cooking show aren't going to make the recipe. But I'm now talking to those of you that really want to make a change. Guess what? You've got to do things differently. You've got to take actions to create change. We all know that in our work and in our fitness and our sports and our hobbies. But with our relationship, it's similar. You need to do things to create change. So keep watching these videos. Send me your questions. And at the end of October, I'll be announcing and opening the doors for a week. And then we kick off October 30th. Twice a year, I take a group of couples through a 3-month immersion program. It's my signature program, Become Passion, Create Love That Lasts a Lifetime. And I take a group of couples through with weekly coaching and Q&A with me. You get weekly lessons. You get special guest experts on the topics of tantric sexuality, aging and sexuality, the 4 arguing styles that predict divorce and how to change them. It's an immersion program. If you want to majorly renovate your relationship, that may be something you're interested in. If you're not sure that's for you, no problem, because in the middle of October, I'll be teaching my free, Free, my free workshop, which is about 90 minutes, 120 minutes long. And I'll be teaching that to any and all of you that want to sign up. That's an online workshop. I'll be teaching it around October 23rd for about a week. I'll teach it 4 or 5 times, similar workshop, but at different times. So you could find the one that works for you and your sweetie to come join me for a deeper dive into the 3 keys to passion, the 3 things that predict relationship success. And you'll walk out of that free workshop with a few ideas to help moving you forward. And you'll also hear more about the immersion program for the minority of you, the special of you that want to do something now this year. And by the end of 2021, you want some mad recipes, mad skills, and mad meals that are making your love, your passion hotter, more fun, more connected. How to recover from affairs, how to handle the ugly, mean fights that you've been doing over and over and you don't want to do, but you can't seem to break. What to do about when you love each other, but you're not in love with each other anymore. What to do when you're not sure you're with the right person. Look deeply inside, get some skills, make some changes, and create the change you want and need in your romantic relationship. Thank you so much. This is my first ever YouTube Live. I love YouTube because video is my favorite medium to teach, to reach, and to connect with people. I've done a few Facebook Lives. This is way more fun. So I'll be doing this a lot more often every Friday morning around 9:30 Pacific time. There might be some other times I'm jumping on more in October. Send me your questions. You can email them to me. You can pop them below this video. We'll check it out and I will answer them next time. Mwah. For now, make a decision this weekend to practice being the best partner you could ever be, to light your partner up instead of waiting around for them to make you happy. All right, bye for now.